Captain, you gotta hear this! I've got a major scoop!
A scoop?
I'm talking about the Gale Force Porkers! They've been spotted by a credible witness, and guess what? They're supposed to be nearby!
The Gale Force Porkers?
Calm now, Thea. You're confusing His Highness. Take a breath and explain clearly. Otherwise, how do you expect us to know about these, whatever they are?
Whoops, sorry. I'm just all excited. Oh, where to start? Do you remember how I've been looking for Poogies?
I remember you saying you kept them on your family's vineyard, but something caused them all to run off?
Yep, exactly. And on that vineyard, we had one particularly aggravating quartet of Poogies. We called them the Gale Force Porkers.
Aggravating? Poogies? How could monsters so harmless garner such a nasty reputation?
Thing is, these 4 Poogie siblings run like the wind. They were the terror of our festivals, winning every Poogie race we held, easy.
Still, a Poogie is a Poogie. What difference does it make if they're a little fleeter of hoof than usual?
It's not just their speed. They're about as big as bull drums with tempers to match. They're definitely not your average Poogie. One of those ornery oinkers threw a tantrum that sent my grandpa flying. He got hurt pretty bad, too.
I'm starting to understand how these porkers could be a problem. And you said you had a lead on these troublemakers' location?
Yep! All the intel gathering I did in between my ranger duties is finally starting to pay off. In fact, once I finish telling you the good news, I plan to head over and speak to the eyewitness myself.
On your own?
Sure, I can get there in a flash on Kagachi.
Now, wait 1 minute. I'm going with you.
I'll be fine solo, really.
Uh-huh. And are you planning on going solo Poogie hunting right after you talk to the witness?
Well, yeah, that was the idea.
All the more reason for us to come with you. You were just telling us how big and mean they are. I hate to think what might happen if you took on all 4 on your own. Huh?
I'm so moved! I never thought you'd be worrying about little old me. But now I feel bad for making you feel like I needed a bodyguard. I gotta up my game.
Don't sweat it. Now, where's this eyewitness?
They should be gathering mushrooms over by Broadleaf Basin right now.
Got it.
Yeah! Captain, wait a moment.
What is it?
Someone or something is watching us. This presence has to be...
Presents?
Your Highness! Over there!
That's Swift Swine! Gale Force's youngest porker!
He shows no signs of backing down.
If anything,
Captain, this is our chance to catch Swift Swine!
catch him. How do you plan to do that? Are we really
I'm taking a more amicable tack. There's only one way to tame the Gale Force porkers.
You're going to race them?
Yep, Poogie versus Monstie in a contest of speed. The Gale Force porkers live for the thrill of the Poogie race. I know they'd never give in to anyone slower than they are.
So we can't catch that Poogie unless we beat it in a race first?
Bingo! Come on, let's get our Monsties in gear. That Poog...
I'm hoping you at least have some racing experience, Thea.
Not at all, but I've heard lots of stories from my grandpa. To be honest, I've always wanted to try.
In that case, you better let me do it. I have a feeling this could get dangerous.
But
Don't worry, I'll get your porker back.
Alrighty. Swift Swine's itching for a fight. For now.
You did it, Your Highness!
We won!
You hear that, Poogie? You better come along quick.
Oh, look! Swift Swine's being so...
It's like he's a totally different Poogie.
It's like he's saying, baked, grilled, or fried as a cutlet, I'm yours.
He's not saying that. Nobody's eating my sweet porker. Go on, Swift Swine.
That's impressive, Thea.
He's calmed down now that he's got all that racing out of his system.
I've got to say, you have a real
Aw, thanks, Captain. You're gonna make... But you're the talented one here. You're so in tune with Ratha that you two even...
Very true. But don't worry, Thea. One day you too can be a splendid writer.
Sir, yes! Oh, right. I guess I ought... Thank you so much.
I can't say I ever thought I'd be racing Poogies, but I just hope we find...
Me too! Captain!
Hey, Thea.
You're practically beaming. Did something happen to brighten your day?
You can tell? I went looking for some info on the whereabouts of the Gale Force Porkers, and guess what I found? A brand new friend! Shy's a Shepparton boy, and even though I'm an outsider, he's gotten pretty comfortable with me.
Don't worry, Thea. I'll find one of them Poogies you're looking for, just you wait. I see that look on your face. It'll be fine. We know the canal to Timberland like the back of our hands.
You know, as an only child, it feels kinda good to get a little brother all of a sudden. I'm actually on my way to go see Shy now. Say, Captain, would you mind if I introduce the two of you?
Please. I'd love to meet your new friend.
The village is pretty familiar with all of us by now. But you even managed to get those cagey kids to trust you. You really are something else, Thea.
That's for sure. Whether a quiet child or a rambunctious monster, you really do have a knack for bonding with the pure of heart.
Ah, shucks. Now, come on, let's get going. Shy ought to be in the village fields. Shy!
Huh? Thea?
You shouldn't be running around out here by yourself. You'll worry your mama to bits.
Thing is, I was out fetching some firewood when I saw a shadow that looked like one of them Poogies you were talking about. I tried to chase it down and it led me all the way here.
Then, does that mean...
Yeah. A big old Poogie in a flashy pink getup just flew right through here.
Flashy and pink, you say? Then it has to be the second youngest, Bullet Bacon.
What auspicious intel! Hurry, Thea! You must make chase at once! Is something wrong?
Captain, Rudy, please go after Bullet Bacon.
Huh? You don't want to catch the Poogie yourself?
Of course I do. But what kind of honorary big sister would I be if I left Shy out here by himself?
Thea.
I know how scary it is to be on your own in the woods.
How did you...
You know, Shy, a long time ago, I got lost in a big forest too. It's pretty scary to be so alone, huh?
Thea, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to impress you, so I...
Okay, make sure Shy gets home safe.
Will do. Leave it to me. Just make sure you catch Bullet Bacon for me.
Sure.
Well... Shy's efforts and intel have led us this far. But
I don't know. We're up against one prodigious Poogie here.
we don't have to chase the porker down ourselves, do we?
He's supposed to be a clever creature. I've got it. What if we tried calling him out?
Now there's an idea. We'll meet the Poogie where he lives. Allow me. Ahem. Hear ye, Gale Force Porker! The Prince of Azuri is challenging you to a duel! If you can hear me, then show yourself and prepare for a fair fight! Glory awaits the winner! Not so much as a derisive oink.
I guess it figures. No way would be that easy.
I personally thought it was a brilliant plan. It's truly a shame. I suppose we'll have to...
Bullseye.
I don't see any bull. And remember, Your Highness, we're looking for a poop... We really did it, Your Highness! The plan was a success!
Come on. Time to throw down the gauntlet. So this is his terrible...
Your Highness! Do you remember the secret to a successful Poogie race?
I remember. The Zoom Shrooms, right?
Picking up as many as you can will lead you... Oh! And be sure to...
Oh, now. Let's...
Splendid work, Your Highness!
Captain! You won! Just like I knew you would!
How's the boy?
He's back in the village where he belongs. His mama was relieved, too.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Listen up, Poogie. You lost fair and square. Now bow down before our champion, the Prince!
Oh,
Good form. Quick on the uptake, isn't he?
Oh man, I wish I could have raced Bullet Bacon.
okay, Thea. It's all yours.
Aye aye, come on, Bullet Bacon, we're going home.
In retrospect, maybe we should have taken Shy home. That way you would have had the chance to take on Bullet Bacon yourself.
I was just doing what I thought a ranger would do, so...
What do you mean?
Once, when I was little, Pookie got out. I chased him, and soon I was lost in the Blightstone woods. I felt so helpless and afraid.
What happened? How'd you get home?
A ranger ended up saving me. One riding a crimson Rathalos.
Hold on. Are you saying the child I rescued back then was...
Yep, you're looking at her.
Wow, that really was you.
Holy mackerel! I can't believe you two met before Thea joined the Rangers!
If I remember correctly, that was right around when I was promoted to captain. The search for a lost child in Blightstone Woods was one of my first big jobs. I can't believe that was you.
And I've been your biggest fan ever since, Captain. I joined the Rangers because I wanted to be just like you. That's still my dream, even now.
I'll try to make sure I live up to your high opinion of me.
I think it's an admirable goal. Keep up the good work, and try your best to become a splendid ranger like His Highness here.
You got it!
The road to rangerhood is a long one, taken one day at a time. As such, before you aim to be His Highness, you'd best try to match up to his Palago first. There's much you can learn from me, so take notes.
You bet, Rudy. I'll learn all I can.
I'm not so sure about all this, but... oh well. Hey there, Thea. Any up?
Well, if it isn't Rudy and the Captain. As a matter of fact, I just caught wind of some new intel. I'm heading out now to confirm it.
Heading where exactly?
Tarquan. Let me get you up to speed. There's a rumor circulating among the egg hunters that the sand ship sailing the wastes was being buffeted by blows from one mean Poogie.
Interesting. Trying to race the sand ship does sound just like the sort of thing one of the porkers would do. I can't help but notice your rumor was past tense, though. Is there a chance the Poogies moved on?
That's the thing. Recently, a certain monster started showing up in the rumored Poogie's alleged stomping grounds. And since then, no one's seen hide nor hair of the old swine.
Then do you suppose that the monster scared it into hiding? Or even... perish the thought.
There's no way anything could eat one of the boys, of that I'm sure. But, you know, just in case, it doesn't hurt to go investigate. We wouldn't want the Gale Force to lose a porker.
Then, would it be alright if we came along, Thea? If there's a territorial monster stomping around, it'd be dangerous for you to go alone.
You don't want me going solo, huh? Guess I've still got a fair ways to go.
I know how much you want to be a fully fledged ranger, but at the core of rangerhood is one simple tenet: safety first.
Rudy's right. You're an important member of our team, and we don't want you to get hurt.
I never thought of it like that. I'm glad to have you backing me up.
Good. Then let's head over right away. Once we've cleared out that monster, the Poogie may just pop out from wherever it's hiding.
Aye aye.
So in these rumors you heard, where exactly did the eyewitnesses see the Poogie?
Unfortunately, all I know is somewhere along the sandship route. But on the flip side, I do know that the monster is supposed to appear atop a rock that looks down on that same route.
In that case, I'd say the tracks left by the ship should provide our search with an adequate start.
I couldn't agree more. Let's see where that path takes us, and go from there. Go!
Yes. Captain, I think we're looking at the reason.
So that's the monster that just muscled its way into this territory.
Pit any Poogie against a...
Hush now, Rudy. Nope.
One thing's for certain. This just...
Then we'll just have to make it leave. Am I right, Cap?
Thea knows no fear when Poogie...
Let's get this show on the road.
Right.
Mission complete!
That's for sure. Here's hoping that Poogie...
Without any monsters to snack on him, I am...
You feel that?
That was quick!
How close are we talking?
Your Highness, I think we've...
That's the second oldest Gale Force porker. But I'm not sensing any hostility from him.
Now that he's free to run around again.
Captain, this time...
You must be tired after that big battle, Thea.
Oh,
Huh. Do you think he ran around here whenever he wasn't up?
Captain, Presto Piggy may not be hostile toward us now, but that'll all change, so don't let your go...
I won't. I'll be flying right out of the gate.
You really did it!
It wasn't easy, but I'm glad I won.
Presto Piggy seems...
I bet he was glad to
I don't think he'll be going...
Come on, Presto Piggy, let's go! Captain, I have a request.
All right, then.
The final Gale Force porker goes by the name of...
You best get training.
Aye aye! Captain! He's finally been spotted!
He? You can't mean... It's the eldest Gale Force porker within our grasp?
Yeah, right on the Zenny. I was just about to go interview the eyewitness.
The day has finally come.
We should go with her, Your Highness.
Oh, you're coming along? You sure?
This is the last Gale Force porker, is it not? There's no way we'd pass up the chance to see that mug in person. Isn't that right, Your Highness?
After all we've been through, I'm intrigued.
Oh, okay.
You sound so glum. Is something wrong?
Well, I wouldn't say wrong, really. It's about the person who spotted him. He's my dad. You know, it's sorta embarrassing to have my worlds collide is all.
Oh, now things are making sense. That's not a worry I'm unfamiliar with. Come to think of it, I've heard of your father. He manages the vineyards near Azuria Castle, yes?
You're asking because you still intend to come with me, right?
That's my plan. Is that a problem? To think the last porker's been hiding out in Azuria. Talk about right under our noses, huh, Your Highness?
Yeah, what a surprise.
What are we waiting for? Let's go have a chat with Thea's father right away!
Why did I even bring it up?
Well, if it isn't my Thea, I hardly recognized you. Have you gotten a little taller?
Seriously, Dad, give it a rest. It really hasn't been that long since I flew the coop.
That's the trouble. Since you left home, a single day feels like an eternity. Can you even imagine the loneliness of an empty nest? Wait, hold on. I recognize him. Is that the prince? Wow, it's been a minute! I'm still so grateful for how you helped out when little Thea got lost.
You're too kind. I was just doing what we rangers do.
Speaking of which, she's been pulling her weight, I hope. Or, at the very least, not weighing you down?
Yes, absolutely. She's a hard worker, through and through.
Good, glad to hear it. But imagine my surprise when Thea said she was joining the Rangers! Here I always thought she'd be the best grape stomper in Azuria.
More and more I understand why Thea was embarrassed to bring us here. Perhaps I should have listened.
Time and again, I told her, don't dream too big, because they may not come true. But look at her now! Standing side by side with her hero! Which reminds me, Your Highness, we can't offer you much by way of hospitality, but I insist you stay the night!
Wait it, Dad! First, don't make the captain sleep in our rundown shack, and second, stop treating this like a homecoming party!
Huh? You mean it isn't?
No! I just need to pick your brain about the last Gale Force porker!
Spare a thought for your mama. She's out there harvesting ingredients to whip up something really tasty. You could at least stay for
Nothing doing! We are here to track down a Poogie, and that's it! So, tell us, sir, where exactly did you spot the Gale Force porker?
Well, it was right around when Presto Piggy came home. The fence suddenly burst into pieces, and there he was.
That would be the eldest of the Gale Force porkers, Boss Hog?
The one and only. Came to bust out his 3 piggy brothers, I wager.
Then the question remains, where in Azuria is he now?
I've been asking myself the very same. I searched the woods and around the lake, but no luck.
Not in the woods, nor at the lake. All right, you can leave Boss Hog to me. What is it? Why are you just kind of staring at me?
Leave Boss Hog to me, she says, with such confidence. Oh, my little girl is so grown up. Where does the time go?
Hey, enough with that kind of talk.
Your father's a good egg, Thea.
Sorry about this, Captain. He just never knows when to be quiet.
There's nothing to be sorry for. If anything, I'm a little envious.
Your Highness.
All right, come on. Let's go look for Boss Hog. I'm counting on that intuition of yours.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Your Highness, I'm trusting you to take care of my little Thea out there.
Thea.
That glorious corpulence.
That's because he doesn't need to hide. We're bearing witness to the eldest of the Gale Force porker.
Such intensity.
Captain, I'll face...
All right, Thea.
That's a bit dangerous.
She'll be fine. I believe in her.
Thank you, Cap...
Then let's get to it.
Right! I've been preparing for this my whole life, Captain.
You bet. We'll be cheering you.
Remember to stay sharp now!
Don't worry, I will. Wow, this really does take me back to my childhood. I just feel so at home.
job, Thea!
Thank you so much! That was a ton of...
Even after all that,
Boss Hog is one prideful Poogie, that much is true. Captain, Rudy, do you...
Sounds good to me.
Hey, Dad!
Yep, popped right out of the ground.
You know, you'll never get...
Who'll I'll be?
she really does.
I can count the number of Azorian riders so in sync with their monstie on one hand.
I see. You really have grown into your role, haven't?
For someone who just received very good news, you're looking...
It's just, up until recently, she'd chase after me saying, Papa, Papa! Now look at her, a full-fledged ranger. Kids grow up so fast. To be honest, I was sort of thinking that I wouldn't mind if you took just a little bit more time growing up.
Truly the selfish wish of a lonely father. Welcome back, Thea. And thank you, Your Highness, for looking after our daughter. I hope my husband's foolishness hasn't caused too much trouble. He's been having a hard time letting go of our Thea, and it shows.
Aren't you worried about her too?
It's possible to let someone go and still worry about them at the same time, my dear. Right now, Thea's trying to make her own way in life, believing in her, quietly watching over her. Is that not a parent's duty?
Mom...
No matter where you are, we're always cheering you on, Thea. All we want is for you to chase your dreams with everything you've got.
All right, Mom. I'll keep giving it my very best.
Thea, your dad's turning over a new leaf. No more mumbling and grumbling. Just cheering you on with your mom. Just don't get hurt out there, you hear me? And, make sure you keep warm when you go to bed. And boil river water before you drink it. And...
Jeez, Dad, you worry too much.
Goodness me. Looks like parents can't help but worry, no matter how old their kids get. If you're not careful, Your Highness, Thea might come to find you overbearing too.
Me? But when have I ever been overbearing?
You do remember that searching for the Gale Force porkers was Thea's job, yes? And of the 4, you captured 3 of them. Get it?
Well, yeah, but that's just because I was worried about her. Oh.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Your Highness. If you really care, you've got to be sure to let Thea stand on her own sometimes.
You're right.
As for you, Thea, now it's simply a matter of putting in the daily effort that will turn you into a ranger of renown.
Rudy, you've got it. I'll keep on working real hard.